knew what it was to be a three-dimensional piece.
Yeah.
They make a lot of semi-dimensional pieces like
Yeah.
this is here, this golden
I'll
eagle.
just let him take all the pictures.
Yeah, golden eagle. That's a two-dimensional piece, and then you can push it out and make it a V. And then, these are the two heads, we tried three different heads.
Got it.
I wasn't happy with either of these two heads. I finally got happy with that last one. But there's a day and a half of work right there in this one. Three-dimensional. And there's a day in this one. I didn't like either one of them. So, but we've been making two-dimensional sculptures for forever. I do make three-dimensional, but there's an example of a two-dimensional piece right there with that arrowhead.
Oh, yeah.
You see, it's just pushed out, and you got two sides vertical, and it's really narrow.
Yeah, yeah.
When you start doing full dimensional,
Like the fish.
yeah, it gets a little carried away.
So I'm just curious, why is that up there? Is that because you didn't like it, or it didn't come out that way, or
No, it's got a great story behind it. See the second sign?
Yeah,
Oh, yep.
I see the two of them.
Somebody stole the first sign.
Eh.
They contracted us to make a second replacement. I was in the middle of making the replacement, and they found the original, and they brought it back. Some kids had stolen it for a football game or something, the Seminoles.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was just mischievous kids. They brought it back, and then eventually they sold the farm, and it's not called Arrowhead Farm anymore. So the guy brought it to me and said, "You want it?" And I'm like, "Well, sure."
Sure.
You know, I never got paid for the secondary sign, the second one, and I think he was trying to avoid having to pay the bill. Again.
Oh, okay.
That way they'll never bend. You can't bend them; they're really stiff. If it was aluminum, you'd be able to just take it and bend it, because once it's heated, it's annealed and soft.
Got it.
You could also break them off if they were just welded on the top. So I drilled all the way through there. But I forged that out of a piece of 1/2-inch round aluminum, stainless steel rod, and solid rod, and just forged it down into a little point, and then cut it off and made it round to go through the hole, and they'll never go anywhere.
It looks like the whole thing's being supported.
Well, inside of here is a pretty substantial framework, and it does flex a little bit, but I mean, you'd have to really try.
Very minor.
Yeah.
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 The
Wow.
whole idea is it looks like it's floating there.
Yep. And it looks like it's landing. Yeah. That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy? Oh, no problem. Thought you guys disconnected. All right, Glenn, take care. Bye. The only thing you need to do is get the same many pictures to show the scale.
Yeah.
Not a picture taker.
No, you're not a picture taker.
Because it's nearly full scale. It's got about a 5.5 foot wingspan right now, but they are folded somewhat. That's the whole part of the art.
Oh, yep. Yeah. Not fully extended.
Some cleanup still needs to be done, and then I'm just getting ready to start painting it. I'm gonna paint the eagle first over the weekend, then tape it off and paint the rest of the gate.
Stunning.
Thank you.
Just stunning.
Oh, yeah. He's even got the head tilted.
Yeah, everything is trying to be as lifelike as possible. He's tilted this way because he's coming around the corner to get into this thing. Left foot is down first. This foot is not actually down, although it's being held by this branch because I needed to triangulate it. So his whole body is on a left turn angle, and his head is square to the world, like you would probably be if you were trying to land.
Right.
And the tail is actually even forged in such a way where it shows the aerodynamics. It's a little exaggerated, but I exaggerated it so people that would look at it and study it and think about it would understand This is what you would do if you were turning right, left. If you watch
Yep.
birds fly.
Oh, they would kick that way.
Yeah, see, this is taking the air and pushing it this way. And this is taking the air and pushing it the same way. They use it like an aileron.
Mm-hmm.
Their wings are simply for lift and forward motion. There is a couple of things that are not exactly right about it, and I know about them, but I'm not going to tell anybody. But, most of it is perfectly right. There's 10 flight feathers.
Yeah.
There's this 4 feather that's on every bird. That's actually part of what breaks the wind up. These feathers are just artistic. They're just to show, because there's probably more than that on the bird, but I couldn't do
million.
couldn't do that many.